Hi, I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos, and this piano is absolutely fantastic piano that I've had here for I've had this model here for only a few months, and they have flown out the door. I've been really happy. I bought a whole container of them, the shipping containers full of them, and where we store them in our back room, they just kept whittling away, disappearing, and pretty soon, in a couple months, I was actually expecting it to take like I don't know, 4, 6, 8 months, something like that, but they were gone in 2 months, and that's simply I think because the piano just sounds so darn good, and the play as well. The touch is fantastic, and I think what really, of course, puts people over the edge is it's very practical, because it's a very affordable piano. We're doing this video on the mahogany model, but of course most of the popular ones are the black ones. They just seem to be more fashionable. Although I have had a lot of admirers of the color, the wood ones as well. Okay, so if you've watched my website or watched any of my videos, you're very well aware that I'm a big fan of this brand. It's been a brand that I've been affiliated with as a dealer for 6 years now, and I just continue to have very positive experiences with these pianos. I would strongly encourage you to check out what people are saying about them online. Piano World is a great resource. It's just kind of a no-holds-barred forum where people say everything from I love it to I hate it, and you'll get very strong opinions on both ends of the spectrum. I think the vast majority are overwhelmingly very positive about Hailun. I went to the factory in 2013. I was already completely sold on the quality, simply because I had worked on them as a technician. I'm a piano technician. That's how I got into this whole thing. I had already worked on a ton of them at that point, several hundred probably, I don't know. And my personal experience as a very experienced technician, I might add, was overwhelmingly positive. In fact, almost exclusively positive. And that's working on the guts. And then also I'm a musician, love to play the piano, and same thing there. My experience is that tonally these instruments are very rich and round and very full tone. I personally have a Hailun at my house. That's what my kids play on, and I just couldn't recommend them more highly. And I'm sincerely excited whenever somebody discovers it. I feel like they've discovered this gem that I've discovered. I'm sincerely excited whenever someone buys them, because they've got a lifetime of absolutely fantastic instrument in their home ahead of them, and not to mention the next generation, probably even the generation after that. Okay, so the way I would summarize the 121 is centimeters, which is about 48 inches, and that's generally where I recommend people start looking if they want a real instrument and they want an upright. I say, below 48 inches, it's better than a digital. Anything is better than a digital, frankly, both in touch and in tone and in holding its value in every regard, except maybe portability. But if you really want a piano that is something that you can really sink your teeth into musically, I say 48 inches and above, and that's what this piano is. They also have a 50-inch model and a 52-inch model. This is kind of their the version that Hailun is going for, that is up to their very high standards of manufacture, but still the most affordable of any of their instruments. which I think it's that combination, that intersection is the reason that from a sales standpoint, these pianos have been selling so much better than I even expected. Okay, so let's hear the piano. And by the way, the finish, the black one is absolutely identical to this piano, only black and shiny. I love that bass on this piano. You don't usually get that kind of bass out of an instrument this size. Oh, maybe I'll mention also that slow fall lid, which is a nice feature. That is an awesome instrument. Great value as well. Come check it out, see what you think. I would strongly encourage, if you're shopping around, if you're a meticulous shopper. Some people, and I get people come into this store that are all every place on the spectrum, from people that come in and say, I've seen your video, or seen your videos, just tell me what you would recommend, all the way to the extremely skeptical person that comes in and and just really shopping around, reading all the articles, going up and down, looking at every piano that they can find, whether it's new or used, everywhere. This is a piano that I am certain that if you have a developed sense of touch, and if you have at least even a decent ear, you will not find a better sounding and playing piano in this class. I think that in order to where you start to find pianos that might sound as good or better, it's going to be a completely different class. Significantly more expensive, probably, I don't know, $8,000. Just kind of thinking through the other comparable pianos that are significantly more expensive than this piano. And kind of on the flip side of that, when I think of other pianos that are in this price range, this one just totally takes the cake all the way. So, but please, I would invite you to try it for yourself and see what you think. I'm confident in that myself. Give me a call if you want to talk about this piano or many of the other pianos that I have. My cell is, the store number is 801-701-0113. That's the number you're hearing right now. My cell is 801-830-0011, and the address of the store is 1497 South State Street in Orem. Thanks for watching.